Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is DELA ANISA Dewi from class 1A, and now I want to review and retell a novel entitled A Man Without Woman by Haruki Murakami. And this novel consists of 7 short stories, and the first story entitled Draft My Cat. Kafuku is an actor who has been left dead by his wife, whom he loved so much. During his marriage to his late wife, Kafuku knew that his wife was having an affair with several men. Often he wanted to ask why his wife had the heart to do that. What is lacking from her as a husband? This question remained unspoken until the death of his wife. Now, Kafuku lives with a big question mark, like someone who is lost in the fog of a past that suffocates slowly, until he later met Misaki, the pretty girl he hired as his driver. It was precisely the conversations with Misaki that would later open the veil of light. There is a quote I like in the story: "A song doesn't reach a proper end until it arrives at a final, predetermined chord." Now, I will retell the second story with the title Yesterday. This is a story about doubt between love or affection. Just because you've been with someone since you were a child, so used to it, that you end up feeling insecure about relationships. I have a friend who is unique, Kitaru name. He asked me to go on a date with his girlfriend Erika. Kitaru said it's better for Erika to go with me than with another man she doesn't know at all. Of course, this is strange, but Erika agrees. My date with Erika is more like going with a friend, of course. After that incident, Kitaru then disappeared without a message. Until years later, I see Erika again. Erika is still single, and so is Kitaru, who lives in another country. The disappearance of Kitaru and her romantic destiny with Erika gave me an impression and a burden of my mind. Why did Kitaru choose to disappear but remain single? Sometimes we need to move away to be sure. Sometimes people choose a life path that goes around, and because they don't know what they are looking for. The third story, entitled An Independent Organ. Dr. Tokai is an expert in his field, a cosmetic surgeon whose career is brilliant, physically healthy, accompanied by wealth, but he wasn't interested in marriage, although of course he was still very interested in women, to have various affairs with several women at the same time. There has never been a heart in each of these affairs. Everything is only in the form of pleasure and symbiosis of mutualism, until it's time for Tokai to fall in love. To Mr. Tanimura, he told me everything. What happens if Dr. Tokai is in love? Happiness? Death? Because what happened is actually very sad. But why? At the same time, Dr. Tokai also began to be haunted by a thought about who in fact he is in the world, when his assets and wealth seemed meaningless and released from his life. And the next story, entitled Scheherazade, and like the story of 101 Nights, Scheherazade comes every day to Habara's apartment to serve him, starting from cleaning the house, providing food, and ultimately serving sexual needs. At the end of the visit, Scheherazade always told a story, a variety of stories which attract attention and that made Habara memorable. Snare a 101 Nights story which seemed to hypnotize Habara from day to day, so that can't be able to continue the day without hearing the rest of the story. Title of the next story is Kino. Kino, who became the name of the main character who opened the bar, who also used the same name after he quit his previous job as a salesperson because he found that his wife was playing crazy, seeing with his own eyes he was having sex with his own best friend when he just returned from his work assignment, which does require him to be outside more than going home. Maybe the wife felt lonely and Kino's good friend took advantage of the situation, or maybe the opposite, I have no idea. This story contains many figures of speech, but one thing I can feel is how Kino tried to fight all the hurt by keeping it deep, and then feeling that everything was fine by building a place in accordance with his desires as an escape. To divert everything said and other things, but then made him a man with an insensitive heart even when threats came, until finally he had to withdraw from everything he built. The next story entitled is Samson Laugh, and I think this story uses too many figures to the point that I'm confused about reading it. Maybe I'm already so fed up with all the figures of speech that I finally need things to the point. And the last story entitled is Man Without Woman. The death of a former lover that makes you tumble back to the past during school. Love never goes, he is just idle, waiting to be called by the moment. What the woman took away was the 16-year-old who waited until she returned one day to him. The woman never returned, except when her husband called the man to inform her of his death. I think that's all I can say. For more complete, you can read the book yourself, and I recommend this book for okay, I think that's all I can say, and for more complete you can read the book yourself, and I recommend this book for teen over 18 years old. And that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.